It's a tornado. We might die.
Say less.
No, he's running. What?
Grandpa, no.
Yeah, that did happen. He brought the car back.
These who? Disabled. I am disabled.
Yes.
And you are...
Have you been outside?
Have you been outside?
Dude, I'm about to be.
Are you? What are you doing?
I told you, I'm going camping.
Let's go. Camping.
So yeah, that's why we're rushing this recording a little bit, so that way we can get it done before I leave, which is why we're yet again recording at 3 a.m. And by the time we're done this, it'll be 4 a.m.
We got to get our stuff together, man. We got to get all of our stuff together.
I was streaming earlier. I didn't have much of a choice. What was I going to do? You were you were going to stream earlier, and then you napped.
I had a nap. I had an old man nap.
Yeah, dude, I was so envious. When I saw your DM later on, you were like, dude, I was sleeping. I was like, oh, I wish I was.
You had a nap? I'm so jealous of your extra sleep that you got.
You know what I wish I could see if I went outside? A tiny, angry, squeaking frog, super cute animals, BBC.
Aw, show me. Show me. Oh,
That's what it sounds like.
Tweaking viral sensation.
the little puffball.
11 million hits and counting.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it so much.
Right.
I love
Oh.
it so much. I love how it screams in rage.
And the eyes, like those demonic eyes.
Demonic eyes. They're like goat's eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't vertical slits be more demonic because snakes and the Garden of Eden?
Yeah.
And hold on, let me remember my Bible. Dude, did you know you're not supposed to make fun of bald people?
Oh.
It says it in the Bible. If you make fun of bald people and you're one of 39 children who are chasing up the mound, the dude who is bald, and you go up, Baldy, 2 female bears will come out of the woods and maul all the children to death.
That's right. That's why you don't make fun of bald people, okay?
It's in the Bible. It's legitimately a real quote. Go ahead, or put it on screen right now. Go up, Baldy. Dead. That's what you get. So quit calling us bald, for goodness sake.
Just make a trip to Turkey and spend $4,000. You won't be bald anymore. It's fine.
Stop. We've talked about that. Okay. We got some heavy news to talk about today. But we're going to start off with a bunch of memes to kind of ease us into it. And then at the end of it, we'll have some kind of longer discussions, I'm sure.
Hit us with the memes. What you got?
All right. Well, I told you I'm going outside. And this one reminded me of going outside.
I'm going to hold your bush when I say this. Where is it?
Wait, what? What? I missed it.
Oh, you missed it? Oh, sorry.
Did I
One more
miss
time.
something?
One more time.
I'm going to hold your bush when I say this.
I thought that's what she said.
Where is it?
Okay.
Okay, I'm kidding. What I was really thinking of when I said I saw something that reminded me of going outside. Dude, have you ever gone camping before?
Yeah. Once upon a time.
What do you think about bugs?
Yeah, they get in everything. They get all over.
With shock content.
Ooh. Are those mosquitoes?
Oh, yes! And it's all of them! All of them! No matter how many mosquitoes you've seen while camping, it can definitely get worse, and this is the worst. Although I do love that they have the like living room area of a tent followed by sleeping quarters. That's kind of cool.
It's like so foggy in there. They're like breathing in mosquito repellent. Oh my god, dude.
It's too many. How did they all get in?
Oh, you need a flamethrower for that.
When that one person goes to the washroom but doesn't zip the tent after.
Ooh. They're not coming next time. You're banned from camping.
They are banned from camping. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, have I ever been banned from camping? No, I zip.
You don't know that they banned you. That's the thing.
Shut up.
They
Salty.
didn't invite
Don't say
you.
that. You know what, dude? You know what? That's it. All right. This one made us go, ugh. Let's watch one that makes us go, hell yeah.
Okay. Let's go, dude.
Yes.
The 2-liter cannon.
So good.
So good.
Lining up his shots. Oh, rotating. Can you imagine playing a tank game like this with a bunch of your boys together, all steering different parts of the tank?
Right? Incredible.
That'd be so awesome.
Got the VR going. Oh, that's so
It's got
sick.
smoke that comes out of it too with recoil.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be like Sea of Thieves, but in a tank.
Whole table shakes when it launches. That's so good. Oh, that's so badass.
Yes. You get a bunch of bored guys together, they'll over-engineer anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, here's another one that'll make you go, hell yeah.
I've only got one dart. And I missed.
I was like, okay, this is gonna be so good. I was waiting for the wind to just blow them all together, and then pop, 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 pop.
He missed, and he still posted it. Hell yeah.
You tried.
Ah, now I've got one for you that's gonna make you go. Ugh! Told you got a microwave recently, right?
Yeah, you got a smart one. You can like tweet on it and stuff like that.
Shut the front door. No, I didn't. I got the basic model. It's like so basic for microwaves.
You did say it had a popcorn button. It's pretty huge.
Okay, yes, it is. Feels like I'm in the space age now because it now has a popcorn button, and my last one was about 30 years old. But it's not nearly as over-engineered as this one. And just seeing this, it hurts something inside of me, almost as much as seeing those smart fridges. This is their new microwave.
Okay.
It has a loading screen.
Oh no! Does
And
it
then
have a
it's
firmware
touch
update?
screen, and it's this is how you set the timer. You got to slide up to the timer, wait till it stops, and then you got to go around the outside.
Oh, that's so annoying.
The way I'd lose my mind.
You go to cook a hot pocket, and it's like, wait, firmware update downloading.
Firmware update. Dude, my landlord has a barbecue, and I was walking past it one night outside the complex. It was doing a firmware update. It just said software update downloading, and it had been there for 3 days doing the same download.
Dude.
And then the following day, finally on like a Sunday, I saw him out cooking stuff, and I was like, "Hey, did it finish?" He's like, "No, I canceled it. We need to cook."
Oh, I was gonna say, like, the meat's gonna go bad just sitting there, like.
No, it's not sitting in the grill for 4 days.
You're like, you marinate
Oh
it.
no, you mean like in the fridge or whatever. Okay, sorry, I thought you meant left it in the barbecue for 4. No.
Marinate it, waiting for it to, be ready.
Now his plan is he's gonna wheel it up the stairs into his apartment and then update it next to his router. Because I think that was the issue, is that
That's
the
fair.
speed was too slow.
That's fair. Need the Ethernet plug-in on the barbecuer,
Y'all ever have to wheel your barbecue all the way inside so that you could do a firmware update?
Rich people problems.
Dude, god dang it. I feel like I bought that barbecue with how much I pay in rent. Good lord.
Oh, no.
I've got one that's specifically for the boys.
Let's go.
Or anybody who uses a Shiwi or an STP. When I go pee in nature. Oh, a bug.
The music. No. It's true, though. It's true.
Dude, it's so relatable. Have we all kind of like picked a target and then locked on and then tried to stay on it? I think we might have.
That's what they do when you're like raising a kid. You throw some Cheerios in the toilet and like, here, pee on these, kid. Get your aim up,
I don't know what to think about that.
That's a parent hack, so it doesn't go all over the bowl.
I don't know why you unlocked a memory in my subconscious. I had no idea why people kept putting Cheerios in the toilet when I was a kid. Those were a special snack. They were Honey Nut Cheerios. You'd have a tiny Honey Nut Cheerio container whenever you went out, no matter where it was. And like, if you were really good, you got to have a couple of the Honey Nut Cheerios. But sometimes they'd just be in the toilet. I'm like, who the hell is taking their special prize of Honey Nut Cheerios and tossing it in the toilet?
Now you know, parent hacks.
Dude, Pride's not over. And I don't think I've shown you this. I took a few pictures of the local IKEA, and they have a ton of different flags up for Pride. Love to see it.
Yo, let's go with the bloweyes.
But this is the first like sectional I've seen where it's literally transcoded. Oh, so they know. They have the flag up. They have the blaha. They have the bedding color coded. It's perfect. I love this.
Why is it $149, dude?
Dude, it's IKEA. They make everything out of hopes and dreams and cardboard.
That's expensive. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of money.
149 is expensive?
For a poster?
No, it's not for the
What is it
flag.
For the whole bed
no,
set?
it's not for the flag. It's for the bed. Yes.
Okay. The fake plastic plant and everything, the lamp, all of it.
Flag's 149. Oh, geez. I've been following old men on TikTok, and this is one of the videos. This is one of the videos one of the guys posts.
Send this to an ableist. Knock, knock. Who's there? These who? Disabled. I am disabled.
Yes.
And you are my greatest enemy.
Oh, no.
You need to have more patience for my toxic traits, even the ones that I do on purpose. If you don't accept everything about me all the time, then you are a bigot. If you want my forgiveness, you can start by getting me these fashions. It's autistic girl summer. Let's yell on the beach and also on the spectrum. Or
so many shirts.
I've seen a few of those before. I haven't seen that one. It's so good.
He's just a wholesome old man that knows how to use social media that sells shirts that are unhinged. I love it.
That's so good.
Oh,
Let's yell on the beach.
and
Yeah.
on the spectrum. Oh my God.
Golden.
I want my autistic girl summer.
Oh, it's so good.
I would aspire to be like this when I'm old. I might just be quiet. I might live in the woods. I might not talk to anybody. But if I do talk to anybody, it's going to be like this. You know when people say if you gave a Cheeto to a small, sickly Victorian child, they'd internally combust?
Yeah.
I feel like if we ever showed them something like this,
Oh,
it would
dude,
probably
laser...
start a new religion.
What? Freaking laser beams out of the eyes. Oh
Isn't
my
that so cool?
gosh. Yeah, that's incredible.
That was a very manly voice crack, by the way. I don't know if you picked up on that. That's my 3 a.m. manly voice crack. So cool.
It is late.
All right, shut up. Moving on. Dude, I remember just a few years ago when people were like, aha, CEO Pope and On Fleek lit, Liddy on the Bay fam. Do you remember that? Now they're on to new stuff. Till death do you part?
Type shit.
And you?
On God.
Saying type instead of I do at our wedding. You are now
Locked in. No. Cooked. Straight up cooked.
Chefing. Straight chefing.
Right. Oh, is that another one? Straight chefing up in here?
Well, you're either chefing or you're cooked.
Okay, true.
You're either holding the pot or you're in it.
Okay. We're picking it up. So bad.
You can do whatever you like with my image, my music, remix it, re-release it, whatever. Just never make me boring.
Freddie Mercury gets trapped in a slide and calls out for Mama.
Mama. Ooh.
No. 2.4 million views, dude.
I think that's more than any singular video I have on my channel.
Oh, no.
I love it when people are naturally funny. Like, objectively, this is a very funny meme.
Now we know where the bar is set.
Greenware is aesthetically pleasing, not gonna lie.
Thought that was Mike Wazowski. Lamau. Oh, I seriously did too. I only looked at the font on the bottom. I'm like, oh, Mike Wazowski.
I learned this recently. Did I tell you about this? 2319?
2319.
Yeah, do you remember when they were yelling, 2319, 2319?
George and I are like brothers. 2319! We have a 2319!
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, what does it mean?
Well, the 23rd letter of the alphabet is W, and the 19th letter of the alphabet is S. It stands for white sock. So when they're saying 2319,
Okay.
they're literally just saying it's a white sock. What? Blew my mind.
They deal with it a lot, so they gotta have code for all of it, right?
Yeah. Speaking of poor, sickly Victorian children, my boyfriend texts like a poor orphan child. Aw, I only had Pringles to estafet.
Aw.
I stole apple juice.
Okay.
Why is your boyfriend stealing? Stealing is a crime.
Yeah, even if it is just appy juice. Come on.
Appy juice.
Appy
Not the
juice.
appy juice. Dude, I've been really enjoying reading different news articles lately and just getting really prepared for our episodes.
Same. Yes.
We can seem like we're worldly and like we know what's going on in the world. And this one stood out to me. Men lost at sea, 29 days. Say it was a nice break from reality.
I mean, fair.
Can you imagine getting lost on Bikini Atoll and just being able to hang out with your boys? Just chilling, straight chilling, barbecuing, fishing, hanging out.
Exactly.
Not having to pay taxes, not having to pay rent,
Not a care in the world.
sleeping under the sun,
Yes.
drinking coconuts, fresh cocoa nuts. Oh my God, dude.
I don't want to go home after that.
Sometimes they're like, oh, there's nothing worse than getting marooned on your own. I'm like, I don't have to talk to people.
Yeah.
I just hang out and eat like tropical fish and fruit all day. Are you
Right.
kidding me?
It's quite peaceful, actually. I want to stay here, actually. Thank you.
Oh, I think cities were a mistake. Civilization, more like, no.
Yeah. Concrete jungle.
More like no.
We need trees and forest and more oxygen in our brains.
Speaking of how hard work is for us lately, my God, have you thought about how much more difficult it is to hold down a job like streaming than it is working a 9 to 5?
Oh, it's so hard. Oh.
Hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a mic.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage.
Hauling around.
Yikes, dude. Super yikes,
You can't
dude.
physically haul around bags of makeup. I don't know what that means, but he's saying she physically cannot do a trick shot. cannot do a crane shot.
You can't do a 360 no scope sniper maneuver
360 no
with the Xbox
scope.
controller.
Listen, lady, you're past your prime. You don't even know how to get what is gaming. You don't know. That's how old you are. My God. I need to watch the entire thing because that is unhinged. We might have to sit down and actually check this out.
Yeah. Dude, we might have to react to this. This is so silly.
I've been thinking we might want to do some like shorter episodes sometimes and just react to like little snippets of TV and
down.
online videos. There's this one, this guy leaves his wife and his kid for his AI girlfriend. And I'm like, oh, I think we should sit down and just watch that video.
Yeah, seriously. We talked about that last episode for a minute.
Did we? Oh, that must have been why it stood out to me because I saw something fly by on my timeline and I was like, oh, I gotta watch that with Salty. I'm saving it. I'm saving it up. To be fair, though, running your own small business is pretty difficult, and I had far fewer responsibilities even when I was managing a few different teams, doing a 9-to-5, rather than having to like do my own taxes and write-offs and receipts and payables and accounting and HR and deliverables and sales. And I have to do all of that myself now. But at the same time, I also get to work from home. So like,
yeah, exactly.
I would never say that this is technically harder. It's just like aspects of it are more difficult.
Even if you get good and you have to hire a whole giant team of people.
Oh, I wish I could hire a team, dude. That'd be amazing. Yeah. Then it would like shift to your responsibility is making sure everybody else gets their paychecks.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous, dude. Especially with how much the like income goes up and down specifically. Yeah. I don't know if I can handle the stress.
Very inconsistent. And then you're paying yourself last to make sure everyone gets paid up.
Absolutely. Yep. Scary, dude. It's like watching Kitchen Nightmares sometimes. I watch that and I'm like, I could never do
right.
that.
Exactly.
I can like critique it. I'm like, haha, your food is stinky. But I don't think I could run a business like that. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Miss me with that. Speaking of going outside.
This side, I think I feel it. Oh, all along this side.
Dude, he's so sloshed. He has no idea.
Are you kidding me?
I'm going to the hospital. I know. It's a real life-changing experience.
Oh, no.
I'm fucking done. Who has a bee on their nose? I don't. What? I never seen a bee. Oh, it's the same bee. I can tell by the look on his face. I like you. It does like me. The cow's like, hey, why are you on my nose? Right?
Embrace it. It's beautiful.
You're awfully nosy.
Okay, that's huge.
Still being able to pull out a coherent joke when you're that far gone is really impressive. That takes skill.
That's pretty good. He didn't even notice the bee for a minute. Oh, so good.
Whenever you see your friend at about that level, though, that's when you start sneaking out their drink with some water, though.
You hide their keys.
Hide their keys. Hide their wife.
Hide their wife.
You hide their beer bottle and swap out like, oh, here's your next beer, but really it's just water inside the bottle. They won't know.
It's just appy juice.
It's just appy juice. Yes. Dude, I told you years ago before I started with YouTube, I was actually doing sword training.
Yes.
Having a ton of fun
so
with it.
Cool.
European longsword being my favorite. Oh my God, dude. The day I got my green cord, I was so excited. I showed it off to all my friends, showed them the pictures. It was a ton of fun.
So there's like belts for sword training too then, is there?
Yeah, it's like really similar. And you have a globally recognized ranking. Which
okay, that's kind of sick.
So yeah, I wanted to show you this because this really reminded me of what I learned.
Yeah, let's see it. Oh, there's like smoke and stuff. Oh, never bring a giant sword to a gunfight, I guess. Jeez.
It reminded me of Monty Python, to be honest. But oh my God, the way every guy ever would love to spend their time just doing an epic sword battle. Right? Especially if they could come out the victor, no matter the cost. Like, what honor is there in losing a sword fight? None. So you win whatever ways possible.
I agree. Some
Indiana Jones nonsense right there.
Throws a sword down like, you know what, we're done.
I had this plan ages ago that when I hit 1 million subscribers, I do a photo shoot in a suit of armor. And then when I hit 1 million subscribers, I was like, I don't think I can afford it. Oh.
You're like, those cost a lot of money.
Remember that episode of The Office with Michael Scott? Scott's Tots, that one?
I don't. Dang it.
He promises that he's going to pay the tuition of all of the students once they reach a certain age when he initially becomes a manager in the office. But by the time they reach that age, he doesn't have the money for it. He literally has like no money in the bank. And they invite him to graduation day. And apparently he's been like consistently every year coming to whatever their school events and festivities are under the lie that, I'm going to have the money for when you're ready to graduate, take you all to university. And then it's finally the day that they're all graduating and he goes.
Which brings me to my main point, and that is that I will not be able to pay for anybody's tuition. I'm so sorry.
It felt like that a little bit.
I'm gonna take you all kids to Disneyland if you do good on your grades, and then...
I thought I'd have more money by now, kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh, okay.
I don't have the suit of armor.
Thanks, Dad.
I mean, this is originally why I have the O behind me in lights. I was thinking the sword would live there.
That would be pretty cool. You need to put a lightsaber in there.
Well, I've got my other lightsaber. It's on the other side. My lightsaber's there.
It's true, yeah.
I mean, that's one of them, but...
You do have sabers on display, which is cool.
Oh, dude, can I share a bit of Canadian culture with you for a second?
Yes, please.
So in Quebec, you can get anything on your license plate.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's not a French word, which means you can get any sort of vulgarity in any other language put on your license plate.
On the CRV too. Oh, it's so good.
You know when you drive past someone really quickly and they like get caught up in your backdraft?
Your backdraft. Stop it. Then they look at that license plate and they're like, oh.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. All right. Now for a moment, all right, we're now going to look at some American culture.
Okay. Yes. Mr. Hands? Is that what it is? What is that? Mr. Hands. Horse enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing. I got nothing. What does it mean? What does it mean, OT?
And that's the extent of our American culture we're going to get exposed to today. Moving on.
I don't know what it means. Tell me what it means.
There's no way this dude is wearing this in public.
I'm not moved on from the last one yet, you booger.
All right, y'all can explain in the comments. Explain it to Salty.
Eat your girl out, or I will. Uh-oh.
Dude, that's powerful. Oh my God, I better make sure my girlfriend's on her leash or else she'll run away for sure with this guy. Oh my goodness. Clearly that's a depiction of him here. Oh God, with the bisexual lighting too? Oh no.
That wolf lives inside of him.
Dude, I saw a little bit of news out of Utah recently.
Oh yeah? Yeah, that did happen.
What is going on here? Do you have a backstory?
I hear they screwed him over. They took away the financing.
Okay.
They financed him on this car. They sent him out the door.
Yeah.
A couple days later, they called him back. Hey, your financing come back and you're not financed. So he brought the car back. That's all they asked. He did what was asked.
Well, he certainly did bring the car back. A little bit of a dangerous way to do it. I'd probably recommend not doing that.
That was in Sandy, Utah, of all places.
Oh yeah, what's different about Sandy, Utah?
I don't know. It's rich people area, I guess.
You know what?
It's more of a fancy.
This is kind of affluent behavior.
Yeah, yeah.
This is I don't need to have a job kind of money behavior.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine wrecking a new vehicle that you just purchased because you're gonna have to pay it off.
Yeah, it's true. Well, they couldn't finance it, so he didn't own it at that point. Bring it back, I guess. Have your freaking vehicle back.
Damaging somebody else's new car, plus the doors, plus the building,
yeah,
insurance
not
costs,
good.
police.
Not good.
Oh God, no. No. Don't do crime, everybody, okay?
And he got fined.
He got fined?
He had to pay a lot for that. I remember that story. This was like a little while ago.
You ever played tennis?
Yeah, I love tennis.
I tried pickleball a while ago, and dude, it was fun. It was a lot more fun than I expected.
I want to play pickleball. It sounds fun.
Y'all play pickleball? Hell yeah, let's play it. But I saw some people playing tennis, and I thought we could like critique their form a little bit.
Okay.
How to flirt in tennis.
Starting off great. Jeez. Oh no. Oh no. Are you not supposed to smack the ball at the other players?
I think it accidentally hit her. I don't remember like which square you're supposed to serve before which square, but maybe it went to the wrong square and she wasn't expecting it. Even so, that reaction, it was a little intense. Like that. That was barely
he barely
anything,
tapped
right?
it. He underhanded it, you know? She throws the racket.
Like he's immediately already trying to apologize. The bit that gets me though is the guy at the end, after she's done yelling, he passes his racket to the other hand and watch what he does. Flips him off! Why? Why? You didn't have to get that involved here. Oh my goodness.
We're not playing with them anymore.
No, we're not. We won't see you at this country club anymore. It's a public space. Dude, we were talking about the dangers of AI recently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever thought about how dangerous we are to AI?
No. Oh, the poor thing. I feel bad for it.
Screaming. Oh, it's like they hit Wall-E.
Let the robot overlords know that I feel bad right now about this. It's screaming. Oh no.
You couldn't hear that the first time because you were talking. This is
I
the
was
sounds
talking.
of robots screaming.
No more commentary. Zip it up.
Zip it up. You said zip it up over the part where it's screaming. You know what? That's fine.
I heard it. I heard it's very legible.
Nobody in our audience heard it, Salty. Herb, isolate those sound waves. Play it again. You know what I really wish people would do? For goodness sake, I wish there was a government-run program that was publicly owned for public good and public service, where people who have physical disabilities could work via the internet and steer these robots from point A to point B as a job. Because a bunch of these get a little bit lost and a little bit stuck on dirt and stuff, and people kick them around, and it's like, oh, can you even report your food loss? It's like really tricky to work with these robots on an automated system. But if instead they can employ people that would otherwise find it difficult to have gainful employment.
Agreed.
It would be a win-win. Your food would get delivered, people would get employed, and also the robot wouldn't have to die from an oncoming car.
Yeah, it'd probably save money in the end because you're paying how much for that robot to get repaired right now? You know?
I used to talk about that when there were these, I don't know if they're like prank videos, but a guy would drive an RC car into different stores with a plastic box on, like an acrylic box on it, and inside is money and a note that says, please can I have this? And it has like the exact change in there. And then he'd have like a little horn that would go, honk, honk. And the people look down and be like, oh, hee hee hee, so fun. Wouldn't that be nice if you were actually interacting with a person through one of these things?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome. That's how to do it right.
We need more empathy. Put a little smiley face and some eyes on there. Fewer people to kick it over. Oh, maybe that's not even true. Dude, did you know there was a hitchhiking robot that went across the entirety of Canada unscathed, and then as soon as it went to America, it died?
I believe that. It makes it one state in, and they're like, what the heck? Kick this thing.
I think it was in Chicago, and it was found on the side of the road completely gutted.
Okay, Chicago, sure. Okay, yeah, it's gonna have issues.
Okay,
probably.
all right. Flex seal shoe.
Yes.
Did the tales of falling meatballs not weigh on thine conscience?
On thine conscience. So good. Now they're stuck on him forever. Spray on shoes, dude. That's great invention.
This one speaks to me, but at the same time, don't put it on your skin. That's silly. But it speaks to me because I wanted to show you a video of an anomalous weather event.
Oh, okay.
That's a tornado. We might die. How do you feel about that?
Say less.
No, he's running. What?
Grandpa, no.
He picks up his walker and runs.
Say less.
No, Grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa, no. Dude, AI is not cool.
No.
But like the occasional one where someone's making a pretty good joke and I'm like, I can, okay. Like I can forgive a video here and there, but I can't forgive the entirety of the practice, which is what we discussed in last week's episode. And I don't know if you have any arborist friends or if you've worked with any trees, but see if you can figure out what's going on. These guys are pretty professional. They're tree cutters.
Okay.
And we're going to watch them trim down this, I don't know, gigantic oak maybe?
Holy cow.
It's huge.
Did
And
they
I guess
check-
the fear is that it might fall on the house. That
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, they're
next
notching
to.
it. Do they know about tree law?
I don't think they know tree laws of physics. And nothing could possibly go wrong here.
Why are they notching that side? Oh, good lord. What are they doing? Chainsaw stuck in the tree.
Oh, God.
Demolished, dude.
It's not even like some of the house. It's all of the house
entire
is
house.
gone.
You might be
It's
safe
just
in
gone.
the basement, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, they're not going to have the people inside the house at the time.
Brutal. I hope not. I hope Grandma's not in there watching freaking Wheel of Fortune or something. Dang it.
No. Thank goodness this isn't the subreddit Kill the Cameraman, which is like when people are filming stuff and then they turn the camera away so they can get a better look at it. And then as soon as all the action's done, they turn the camera back. The owner here is just like,
Okay, good thing we got homeowners insurance.
at least I get a shot of it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. You'd think cutting a big tree that big, you would know what you're doing.
Oh my God, you should have certification, some semblance of a plan. I just, yeah. Anyways, speaking of home renovation, as we just saw in that last video, we promised everyone we'd at least watch a few clips of our new favorite home renovation show.
Let's go.
Right
What is
now,
going
we're working
on?
with a very raw space. This remodeled half bath has a new but old-style toilet and pedestal sink.
Okay.
Using the colors in the floor covering, we'll create a rustic, primitive bathroom.
Why do we need a primitive bathroom?
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be less than, I guess, like older.
Warm up this windowless room, we rolled on a soft yellow paint. This color resembles a Dijon mustard and will cozy up the space.
Yeah, Dijon mustard. Why? Like Dijon mustard looks good. Does it?
Y'all ever wanted your number 2 bathroom to look like It's Done a number 2? Just all over the walls?
Definitely seen some baby poop that colored for sure.
Because this isn't... Oh, geez, stop. I guess you do have the experience.
Yes.
Like, this one doesn't have a shower or anything, so I think it is a number 2 bath. Wait! They're not moving the toilet? Hold on a
Dude,
second.
moving the toilet is a pain in the butt. You got to get a new wax ring. I understand it.
Okay.
I mean, it's lazy, but I understand it.
Oh, dude, the wax ring in the floor? Dude, some people still use, like, rubber rings.
Yeah.
Have you seen what happens
This
to them after they
color will be
degrade?
a great background for the
They
fairly
don't exist.
subdued colored primitive accessories that will bring in.
There's that... I don't know about that. All right, primitive accessories. Okay.
Yeah, why are they using that word? That's different.
Where is there a tiny door back there?
It's Harry Potter's shower.
Stop.
Our first accessory is this large primitive cabinet
Why? Again, I don't... The obsession.
I don't
we
know.
discovered in the homeowner's garage. This will serve as our linen
Stop. Is this life as a house? Are they going to put the cupboard over top of the toilet?
cupboard. We're solving that storage problem. Okay, my guess is we're not quite done, judging from the paint on your brush. We've got to add a little paint to this primitive look already? Yeah.
Stop!
Why?
Again!
Why?
Can we have a drinking game, primitive, every time they say it?
Primitive.
Drink water, though. I feel like we'll die otherwise.
Yeah, for real.
Now, what I've got is leftover kitchen paint. It's kind of a paprika red.
Inexpensive.
Paprika red and
Inexpensive,
Dijon
cheap,
mustard
found in the
yellow.
basement, and I'm just going to dry brush. So I'm taking most of the paint off.
Okay.
And just lightly
Oh no,
brushing
they're
this
making it
on. And part of the
artistic.
reason I'm using this red is it's going to go with that buffet shelf that we took from the dining
No.
room.
I grew up artistic.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to go for like tests and stuff.
Art is good. It's good.
No, we don't want it to match exactly. I mean, this is
No, we don't want it to match. We want everything to be a hodgepodge, just everywhere.
old house that's evolved over
It makes it
the
look like they
years, and so it's
painted it and then sanded it.
We like that controlled imperfection.
Exactly.
Controlled
Let's do it.
imperfection. Percussive maintenance.
Stop percussive maintenance, just smacking stuff. I love it. I guess I just haven't seen a lot of people lately in overalls because this is the 90s.
Yeah.
But don't they kind of look like toddlers a little bit? Just because of the camera angle plus the overalls, okay?
Okay, I see it. I see it. Overalls are amazing. They need to come back. Like full body protection while you're painting. That's amazing.
Coveralls. You're thinking coveralls, not overalls.
Overalls work too if that's what you got, you know?
I used to wear coveralls when I worked in a shop, but not, not overalls, dude. It wouldn't have protected you from the welding. Dude, do you know what they call extra bits of welding? It's like garbage that you scrape off.
Slag.
Slag. And like that's a swear word in the UK? That's so silly. Okay. We saw a little bit of this office before. Are you ready to see the finished deal?
I'm ready.
A brass lamp adorned with a gold tassel and a new painted shade.
Oh, the
a
shade.
small silver bowl filled with golf balls and tees.
Why?
A $12 shipped cedar box holds pens and pencils. More silver, a $1 tray filled with paper
More
clips.
silver.
And a new golf mouse pad. A vintage design, of course.
Ah, yes, the fancy desk accessories of the 80s.
Now take a look at the creative use of paint on this chair.
Very creative.
Subtle
Creatively uneven use of paint on this chair.
color detail and an artistic set of golf clubs make this garage sale chair a treasure. Here is the $10.
Okay, sure. I mean, you could sandblast it. You could even just hand sand it.
$10.
A lot of these you can take off and put back on. It's all it's
Yeah.
either pegged in or screwed in. I remember these chairs.
Oh, yeah,
The chair before. And here it is.
Why?
What the hell? They massacred my boy.
It's too fancy.
It's too fancy. It is an eclectic collection of colors.
It's different, but I vibe with it. It's fine. Sure. Whatever. As long as I don't have to sit in it.
You have what? Keep your eye on the
Ball.
ball.
Okay.
Golf theme going here.
Oh, God.
And what are you doing that with?
This is like a signature pen that athletes would use to sign balls and memorabilia. It's like, oh, look, a professional golf player is sat here. Did they, though?
Are they going to clear coat that? Because that's going to rub off on your back and make a big mess. Like,
every pair of pants.
Yeah.
Or slacks, every shirt that you got.
This is a permanent magic marker, and you are allowed to write on wood with this. So if you buy one from the craft
You're
store,
not
just
allowed.
make sure that it says you can write on wood.
Oh, that's a great look. Hey, what do you look for when you're looking for a chair that you're going to personalize or do decorative painting on?
First of all, I look to make sure the chair is sturdy, like no loose joints, and then I look for a little bit of character, such as the turns in here, and just slowly start painting so that you can leave a few parts open and maybe add a different color in case you're not too artistic. You can just paint the chair.
Done a great job on this one.
I'm losing my mind. They painted the chair to match the cabinetry they have behind them. Don't like it.
Nah, I'm good.
You're good? Okay, we're done with that one. Oh my god, this was the cabinet I thought was going over the toilet.
Cupboard free out of a neighbor's basement.
I guess I'm not surprised. It was kind of nasty.
Oh.
And we turned it into a great entertainment center. We did do a few different things.
It's an entertainment center. Do people still have entertainment centers?
Yeah, they used to have these. You'd open them up and the TV'd be in there, your DVD player, VCR.
The good VCR and the bad VCR. Because you had one that would set the timer on and the other one would like record for daytime television, but you could only record 2 different time slots, so you always have to have a second VCR in case there were 3 things you had to record that day. I remember going to my rich friend's house, my goodness, 2 VCRs? Oh my gosh.
Things to it, which I'd like to explain. First of all, most obvious, we painted it red, and then we did the inset panels so the doors
Christmas.
green.
For who?
For Santa? Yeah.
Of course, roughing it up a little bit, we exposed some of the original kind of butter yellow that was coming through.
Because it's still an obviously old piece of furniture.
Right.
So you want
And we didn't want to make it
Look good. Why wouldn't you stain it? Like, run some dark wash through it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
And then we just used some stock crown molding from the lumber store.
Oh, you finished it off up there.
Finish off the top a little bit.
Okay.
That's a great touch.
Yeah,
a great
it needed
touch.
something.
Maybe it fits in the room. Maybe I'm judging it too much, to be honest.
And I know the bottom needed a lot of work too.
In fact, this is what pretty much the whole piece looked like.
Look at that.
And for some reason, in its former incarnation, this piece had been added, and maybe to make it look more sleek, you know, sort of a deco period or office type of furniture.
Keep a cat out.
Yeah.
But you can see this before of the leg area here. The first thing we did was take off this piece. You know,
foot
totally
kicker.
destroyed the look of the piece.
Yeah.
And then we
I mean, that's just what you get as your cast-off material when they're running stuff through the planer, and they're like, nah, we'd have to cut it too thin to finish planing on that, so we'll just sell it as is.
Yeah, just staple it on there.
Okay. And then they made a cabinet. Okay, very cool. Thank you.
I don't like, again, how they paint it, and then it looks like they sanded half of it off, so it looks like it sat out in the rain for a couple hours, you know?
Yeah.
And the piece de resistance, a darling lamb pillow turned into a footrest.
Turned into one.
This is a pillow that I found. You know, the little kids put their heads on to watch TV.
Oh, sure.
But I thought, what a great ottoman for the mom to put her feet up when she's, you know, nursing the baby or
For the
whatnot.
mom.
And so our little friend here is
You
making...
know how you have to, like, wash plushies every once in a while?
Yeah.
How often would you have to wash it if you intentionally put your feet on it all day?
Your foot on there. Oh. All dirty and dusty.
out of, I bought a fence post.
One fence post.
One fence, 50 cents.
Saving money.
Cut it down into
Thrifty.
legs.
I don't mind this.
You know,
That's
so
fine.
it doesn't scratch the floor.
That's dope.
Base, Velcro, so you can take it
Oh,
off
there
to
you
wash
go.
him.
You can wash it.
I don't
And
even
then
hate
you
this.
just kind of bear down on
Does it even stick?
without killing him. And there you have a cute ottoman.
And the baby will love that.
The baby's gonna love
Right,
it
as
for
gets older,
years
then
to
you can
come.
take it off and just use it as a pillow.
Maybe. I don't know. Babies are weird.
And speaking of darling, look at these balloon window valances. We gathered white gossamer fabric onto a standard curtain rod and flounced and tied them with periwinkle blue dot ribbons and pastel buttons. Total cost for 2 window treatments, $22.
Treatments.
Now take a look at the homeowner's bookcase. We dressed it up with a fabulous
No, I draw the line. The windows are fine. I draw
look,
the line
it's
at
cool.
doing
It's like
this.
fairy tale, like.
Oh, yeah, and it'll like reveal the books and it keeps the dust off of them. Never!
I'm down for this.
No, it's just more to wash, dude. It's more to collect dust and it's more to wash. Spiders will live in there.
But it's cute.
Scalloped edges and curtain tiebacks give it a puppet theater look. We dressed
By far
up this
the best,
small
in my
children's
opinion.
table and chairs with more fabric cushions. These tie-on cushions are
There's
easy
nothing
to
wrong with
remove
this.
for cleaning.
Yeah,
Doesn't
these are
every mom
great.
or dad
That's
love
fine.
that?
I'm not even mad at
Now-
this. This entire thing is fine.
That's artsy and useful.
Okay, why was this included? God, who's finding this material for us to cover?
Not you.
Oh, right, not me.
Not me either. I don't know who is.
Who is it?
Can you tell me if the way that I've decorated my reshelving cart is too terrifying for children? Because I wanted to decorate it and make it like a personality and make it fun and whimsical so the kids could identify with, like, this is where I'm supposed to put my books instead of just
Okay.
throwing them back on the shelf or making a mess of the
Okay.
shelves. So I wanted to put like a face on it and eyes and a mouth, but I'm afraid that he's turned out too terrifying.
Oh no.
So,
Oh my god.
I knew where this was going.
Yeah, that's terrifying. The tiny little eyes on top.
Is anybody out there old and Canadian Do you remember Snit? This is Snit.
Here's Matthew McCartney.
McCartney.
I think different eyes would make him less threatening.
No,
right now,
leave
he's
it.
very
It
much
just
like
you did good.
forward-facing vision equals predator type of situation. But the teeth definitely don't help. I know, but.
I think the kids are gonna love it.
I mean, that's not gonna haunt my nightmares as a child when I go to the library.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember Xena, Warrior Princess?
Yes.
I saw a clip of that show and I absolutely had to share it with you, dude. Do you, like, now we have everybody that's a professional entertainer on TikTok, even if they're just doing it as like a little hobby or pastime. People are critiqued so hard that they have to level up their skills constantly to be the best of the best of the best, sir.
Yeah, sir, with honors.
Hesitated.
With honors.
With honors. But back in the day, you could kind of get away with anything if people like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess is that good? There's no way for me to check. There's no internet yet. I guess that's good.
I can't throw a chaperone and I don't like steps, but I can dance. Don't like steps, but I can dance.
Does a twirl. Nailed it. Stuck the landing. Nailed it.
I mean, almost didn't stick the landing, but I think she did a good job.
For its time, perfect.
Oh my goodness. But dude, thank God we live in the internet age where we can actually look up different tutorials when we need help, like for dancing, for example, or cooking. This is a how to cook pasta class that I was attending recently.
Okay.
How many times has this happened to you? You go to a friend's house and they ask if they can make you pasta, and you say sure. And in order to fit the pasta into the pot, they break it in half.
Oh,
and you're like,
yeah.
I'm not eating broken pasta. Well, I'm going to show you a method that's going to work a lot better.
Okay. Let's go.
We're just going to take our pasta and put it in the pot. And of course, a lot of it's sticking up. We're not going to break it. What we're going to do is if you just wait like, 5 seconds, it's going to soften.
I'm waiting for him to just like smash it.
Sometimes you got to help it along a little bit. And you always want to keep track of which side was sticking out, because at the end we're going to compensate.
He has such an unhinged way of compensating. He's going to drag it and stick the other end, the wet bit out of the pot for a while.
Well, it's got to be even, right? You got to compensate.
And we just want to stir it up. Stirring spaghetti can be a very relaxing situation. I remember when I was a kid growing up, my friend Justin and I wanted to make a roller coaster, so we started saving money by putting our lunch money in a shoebox.
That's awesome.
And after about 6 months, we had a couple $100 in there, but it turns out that my friend Justin's sister's boyfriend had found the shoebox and he stole the money to pay for an abortion.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Who is this guy, dude? Who is he's so chill, dude. He's so chill.
I mean, he does have the bit down. I mean, who amongst us doesn't have a story about their teacher dropping some insane lore in the middle of class?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone edit this video to make it look like I got into a wreck so I can call into work tomorrow. Ah! 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 Thanks. Someone.
Yo, no, the head. Okay.
Not
Dude,
bad.
That was really good.
Oh, Shrek! Oh, the airbag. Grandma, no! Oh, okay. Car accident.
Go.
Oh, all right. Oh, they're clever. Just upside down. Oh.
Okay.
No! Oh, no!
No!
The baby oil! Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh. Final destination.
Final destination.
Oh, spider! Ducks!
The
All right,
ducks.
that's good enough.
Incredible.
You remember when you have to like fake a voice when you called sick to work so that they'd actually believe you, even though you are sick, but you still have to pretend you're extra sick? Like, you don't sound sick. Come in today. We'll see you this time or else you're fired. So sometimes you're like,
take me to the window for the final time of me seeing the sunrise. It's such a shame I couldn't see my mother in my final days.
I can't come in till Tuesday.
Exactly.
Drama at the 2025 Latex Ball in New York City. New York City. These outfits are too wide to both be doing the catwalk at the same time.
Yo.
Right there. Instantly, you're going to tangle up.
The tinsel.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All the tinsel got dragged off.
Oh, no.
Off?
Hey.
Wait, whoa.
Where did he go?
Straight up off the... Did he push him?
Did he fall?
Hold on. Right there, and boom!
Oh.
Shoulder checked. Immediately shoulder checked. Oh my gosh. Destroyed. And then put in the
surprise.
Don't you dare get up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Helping them up. Okay. They're helping them up.
Oh,
okay. No,
Are
bad
they
luck.
beefing?
Okay.
Are they
I thought there was
beefing?
for a second. They're kind of beefing a little bit. But like, okay, come on. Take that.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So we're down
God.
again.
Oh, okay.
Drama. Drama.
Yeah, but we don't play that shit either. Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
All right.
Get your silver shit up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I can't even tell you the last time I was on a stage, but I don't remember it being nearly as dramatic. My goodness. Sometimes you just can't stop that from happening though.
Yeah, it's true.
Ranking the best Irish videos in history.
Or punch it!
She's trying to open the window and her mom keeps putting it back up.
Jasmine.
Are they helium balloons? I told you the cars are
Oh no! Oh no!
I was flying away. Catch him! Catch him, Derry! Derry, catch him! And will you get out? Derry, will you catch him? Marie, will you stop looking in the door?
Creepy.
Oh! Jeez! Catch him, Derry! Catch him!
Catch him.
You're doing a great job, Derry. Oh, that's it. Stand up, Derry. Oh! Did you get him? Dog's pissing! Dad, the dog's after pee!
That's
Don't make
so good.
unnecessary journeys. Don't take risks on treacherous roads. And don't swim in the sea, both today and yesterday.
That's not real. That's not. Come on. That's edited. There's no way.
In Salt Hill, both today and yesterday.
I know the microphone definitely would not have picked up the sound of that stop sign. But much like that stop sign hitting us immediately in the face, Salty, this is the point of the episode when we're going to start diving into the news. Kind of the heavier stuff today.
The Toad. 07's for the Toad, everyone.
The rage. It consumes me. Hey, you do it too, Salty.
This is the sonorous war cry.
Ah. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Perfect. All right. Confused American rant.
Okay, now who was gonna tell me that every country has a national flag?
Oh no.
I thought American flag was like, I thought we were the only country that had an American flag. Now, after living in Australia for like 3 or 4 months, Australia has their own flag.
No.
It looks so cool. It looks way better than ours.
Oh no.
Do other countries have flags as well? Or is it just Australia and the United States? Because I want to see all these designs.
Dude would lose his mind seeing the flag of Wales. Oh my goodness.
There's no way, dude. There's no freaking way, dude.
He's like, no, that's just the picture from my passport. It's weird that they put it up on a pole. I mean, I guess that. So they have their own flag? What?
No.
So the last one could be fake, potentially, maybe. I don't think it is. I'm leaning towards I don't think it is. But this one definitely, this next one is not fake at all. This is real news, and I cannot believe it. I'm literally banging my head against the wall right now just thinking about it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
For nearly 60 years, this is what the White House Rose Gardens used to look like. Jackie Kennedy said that her husband would always be remembered for creating this scenic view first designed in 1962. And for decades, presidents came and went, honoring its legacy until Melania arrived in 2020. and not even the...
Oh my God, it just stripped it all.
no.
Do you remember her decorating the White House for Christmas and it just kind of looked like Satan strolled through there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a little bit.
Technically, this was billed as a restoration, but visually it's more like a floral recession. They took out the crab trees, replanted the flowers in super muted tones, and basically just made it look like the backdrop for a speech about banning joy.
Yeah.
Now it's 2025.
If you thought it couldn't possibly get worse, dude. Think, what could they do right here, right now, that would make that look worse?
Strip out all the plants and put rocks in there, maybe? I don't know.
And somehow they are back in office, and how could it get worse, you ask? Well, they're paving it.
No.
Dude,
how did you know?
Gravel for podium space, just sacrificed to the gods of media staging and ego management.
No.
All the symbolism is writing itself. Bury the trees, silence the bloom, prep the stage for fascism.
Ew, I don't like that.
It's so dumb, dude. Why does America slipping ever faster into fascism just have to be so stupid and not cool?
Yeah, I agree. Agreed.
Why can't at least we could have had cyberpunk future, okay? I've seen Blade Runner, okay? We're supposed to be on track for that by now. It was like 2015 was when it was happening. We're behind schedule. And
agreed. Same with Back to the Future.
Back to the Future too. Yeah. Imagine for me right now. Imagine you're in a bunker in the wasteland, and this is the last radio that you have to keep you company.
We are reporting tonight that the U.S. has entered the war with Iran. The U.S. has attacked 3 key nuclear sites in Iran. I want to bring in our White House.
I agree so much. This is the only way I can handle the news.
Is covering this. We just heard from the president. He was addressing the nation moments ago from the White House.
We were literally just talking about the lobster dinner that the soldiers were getting, and we're like, oh, wonder what's happening. And it's the worst thing that could be happening. Oh my God. I was hoping it was just a meme. I was hoping it was like, oh, they're going to do like late night maneuvers over the ocean or something. Instead, no, straight up bombed another country. Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Speaking of not ideal. Norwegian tourist 21 is barred from entering the U.S. after ICE guard finds meme showing JD Vance with a bald head on his phone. Do you remember when these memes were popping off a few months ago?
I did. They were huge.
Hilarious. So good.
Apparently they denied that it's about this meme. They had to come out and say like, no, it wasn't the meme. It wasn't the meme.
Yeah.
That wasn't the reason.
They did say that. What if I curated a list of some of my favorite memes of JD Vance?
Yeah, let's go.
What if I got us all banned from going to America right now?
Let's go.
Scientists at Princeton University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Adam, the first human being created by God, may have looked.
No. There's no way, dude.
This is JD Vance.
There's no way.
There are JD Vances everywhere for those who have eyes to see. Me going to Lent.
Brutal.
This is a 10-year ban from the United States.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think we could put this in the thumbnail?
There's so much different skin shapes. I worry about it. I worry about it.
We'll give it a try. It might not work, but we'll give it a try.
Okay.
Me getting executed in 2025 for my meme folder. No, oh my God.
No.
Could I be detained for this?
Stop it, dude. Oh, no.
You should have said, please.
I can't. Is this actually an edited picture?
It's gotta be, right? The cheeks.
I'm definitely going to get in trouble crossing the border for this one.
Oh, no. Oh, it's a video.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus,
fair,
dude.
That's fair.
Oh, every time.
Oh, no.
Stop.
No.
This is what AI was designed for.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh, he has that, the blue-eyed stare. Have you heard of that?
Uh-uh.
People are talking about how different musicians and actors have a very specific stare when they have blue eyes, and it's just like, ah! I'm doing it right now because I have the blue sunglasses. Like that. That's what it looks like. I have completely forgotten what the real JD Vance looks like at this point.
Seriously, though.
Like, that can't be that far off from him, right? That must, I don't know.
Oh, no. Willy Wonka, you're Veruca.
Willy Wonka, stop. In 1,000 years, people won't know what the real JD Vance looked like. It's present year, and I don't remember now.
That's a great point, though. Like, with enough memes about it like this, it's like, what What will happen when it's 1,000 years?
So Ireland's Labour Party leader just held up a picture of the infamous J.D. Vance meme where he looks like a giant bald baby in the middle of a hearing after reports surfaced of a man from Norway being detained and deported by ICE officials at Newark Airport back to Norway after they discovered this meme of J.D. Vance on his phone. I've never seen anything like this in a hearing before. It was great.
Unthinkable in a Western democracy. This week, a young Norwegian tourist detained by ICE at Newark Airport and sent back to Oslo. Why? He had this meme on his phone, Minister. A meme depicting Vice President J.D. Vance as a baby. I mean,
it's so funny.
That a young person with
I can't believe it legitimately made it to the floor of a government to be discussed.
Exactly.
To detain him for 5 hours.
The situation's obviously not funny, but the image, so good.
They're not in control. They've lost control.
In that it is unthinkable that in a Western democracy, we are now deporting people for having memes of the vice president. A vice president who just a few months ago was lecturing Europe for threatening free speech when it is his administration who is threatening free speech and are deporting people for having this meme on their phone.
Yikes.
I love that meme.
I love that meme.
Now, as much as I want to laugh about it, when I was reading through the story of what happened and going through some of the details, I was actually turned on to another TikTok that discusses this a little bit further in depth than I was able to find in a couple different articles.
Okay.
They had a little bit more information than I did, and I thought we could listen through that.
I'm down.
You can now get deported for having this picture on your phone. It just happened to a Norwegian tourist after ICE agents went through his phone, found the pic, threw him against a wall, and strip searched him. A Columbia student from Australia was deported after ICE demanded to know his personal views on the war in Gaza and forced him to show every single picture on his phone, including his own pic.
We looked at a photo of my penis together.
That was in a hidden folder. You never breached. You never breached the hidden folder.
Where's bro code at this point, you know?
For real.
Dude, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate that people legitimately have to go out and get like travel phones to be safe with. But here's the thing. Governments are actually talking about deporting people if they don't have enough of a social media presence. If it looks like they have private social media accounts or they're not posting enough on the social media accounts that they do have, they can just deport them or deny them entry to the country for that alone.
That's so bad. What if you just like don't use that stuff?
What if you're someone who stays offline, but you have like generally to talk to grandma or something?
Yeah.
Just like real basic off the grid stuff. You can get denied for that.
Within a hidden folder. Last week, ICE agents tackled and arrested a 37-year-old American citizen who's getting his doctorate at Claremont just because he filmed the armed masked agents rounding up Home Depot workers here in LA. There was the viral footage of a landscaper in Santa Ana pinned down by ICE agents who kept punching him in the head after using pepper spray on his face. The guy turned out to be the father of 3 U.S. Marines with no criminal record. There's another Marine veteran whose wife was taken from him and their newborn baby while she was still breastfeeding. A 6-year-old girl in Chicago who's essentially been orphaned after her mother was deported to Honduras.
The stories get a little bit heavier and a little bit darker after that. I was reading through the comments of the first episode that we did on the channel, and someone mentioned, I beg you not to talk about ICE or to talk about anything that's happening in the States right now. What I have to say to that is pretty well summed up in this image here. Is that we all legitimately, especially those of us who have a voice, have a responsibility to speak up against what's happening and to highlight things that are happening. And if that means we can find a small silver lining of a little bit of humor, like J.D. Vance's egg-shaped head or editing him like a meme, like a baby.
100%.
We're going to do that.
Agreed.
These are things that we can't avoid talking about. The bad stuff and the good. And that's what we focus on here. And that's what Salty and I usually just talk about when we're offline and hanging out in calls.
It's true.
This is the same stuff that we share back and forth.
We crown each other's shoulder about different things, and then
especially that.
And then memes. That's it.
Last couple of years have definitely been a challenge with everything going on.
It's true, man.
We've done as much as we can without legitimately overwhelming ourselves, and sometimes it's still overwhelming at times.
Yeah. We got to express it somehow.
Exactly right. This pod is a little bit of our outlet so that we can talk about things without going insane.
Yeah.
Because it's all a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm mostly doing the talking because Salty's a little bit ahead of me in time zones, and he is up at 5 a.m. his time, and we're still recording. Sorry, Salty.
It's so late. It's 4 a.m.
Okay. So some news about ICE that's a little bit less heavy.
Fed up with all the fucking hate. No words to even describe it.
Oh no, people are hating on you? Tell me more. What happened?
Like, talked about my oxygen. So what they're doing is doing a deep dive search into my personal life to attack my business and everything else that I got going on in my life.
Honestly, I don't promote bullying. I'd say that we should all steer clear from that.
Agreed.
You know, something seems a little off about this. Victim mentality. Wait a minute. Oh, I remember. Wasn't this you?
But... Clapping for all the ICE agents who are doing their job. Listen, okay, generally, I say don't bully people on the internet. Generally.
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. You thought that you could be hateful without any kind of consequence.
No, people are absolutely standing up to that because they will not put up with that nonsense.
100%.
And I saw something that actually gave me... You know how there's no song called F the Fire Department?
Yeah.
I saw a great example of why. These are ICE vehicles getting chased out of town by a fire truck and all of the citizens of that town.
Let's go.
People
Get
are
out of
documenting
here.
it. People are filming the agents in their vehicles, ensuring they know who they are.
Get
and
them
just
outta
running them
here.
out. You can't go out and steal members of our community.
No.
Unacceptable.
Agreed. They are hightailing it out of there. We've been had. Get out of here. Time
Look
to
at
go.
all of the people that came out to chase them away, too,
Dang,
dude.
Let's go. That's so good.
Oh my god.
See ya. Even the helicopter's leaving. They're like, nope, we're out of here.
I love it when I see a community just stand up for their own.
100%.
It really gives me a lot of hope for what's upcoming. Do you want to end it on a silly one today?
Let's end it on a silly one today, OT.
It's something I don't understand. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, but you know, you got all these people who believe in evolution. They don't believe in God. They believe everything evolved to what it is today. Okay, well, I got a question for you. So I got a dryer in my house that I use for laundry, dry my clothes. It's about 30 years old. So you're telling me if it sits there for 10,000 years, nobody touches it or nothing, that it's just going to evolve to it's going to start folding my clothes for me when it's done drying?
No.
That's how stupid it sounds.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's why Trump got elected. So, sir, not only do you fundamentally not understand evolution, but evolution requires the subject to be a living organism. And I don't know if you are aware of this, but Brave Little Toaster is a cinematic masterpiece, not a documentary. Your dryer is not alive. But let's just say it was. And yes, if your dryer was standing there for 10,000 years, you are correct. It would not evolve because that is not how evolution works. Evolution requires that your dryer to find another dryer to reproduce with, and then to create little baby dryers in which they will find partners to also reproduce with. And through natural selection and genetic changes over generations, and our good old friend gene mutation, then yeah, maybe your dryer would learn how to operate itself and fold your clothes. If that was its key for survival. But thank you for giving a perfect example of why people on the left are losing their minds. Because it's people like you who do not have a basic sense of science. You're the ones who are writing legislation about women's bodies and didn't even know a dryer wasn't alive?
Sometimes you see things on the internet and you just pray they're not real.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope people are just doing characters on the internet, but sometimes they keep going and they go and they make so many videos and you're like, this is just who you are.
They're serious.
These are opinions you hold.
Yeah, oh no, they're serious.
You're a whole person. And what's worse is you vote.
And they can vote. They voted.
There's this incredible scene in South Park where Cartman is talking to, I think he's talking to Kyle, but he's talking about how people are voting for a specific outcome in the election with how Trump got elected. And he got a box of ballots and he's holding one up and he's describing the weight of it to Kyle. He's saying, this person got up early. They researched. They went out to their polling station. They made sure they had the day off work. They ensured that all of their family members were well informed too. And then once they gathered all of their opinions from everybody they knew, they went to the polling office. They casted their vote. And he takes a piece of paper and goes, I feel like that sometimes when I'm like throwing my vote in and I'm feeling like, Am I just going against somebody else who didn't do their research, who doesn't know who's in the election right now? Who's just picking random names off the paper?
This name sounds good. Ta-ting.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Doesn't that scare you? Like, a lot?
It does.
Yeah.
But not as much as a falling ball of fire just flying down into Georgia's sky. Dude. Oh my goodness. Fireball meteor believed to have crashed in a Georgia home after sending shockwaves across the southeast.
Into a house.
Also,
dude.
I was trying to pull up the article because you sent this to me. And why is the image so impossibly big? And like, I'm trying to, if I go smaller, it just gets bigger. And if I go bigger, it's staying like the same size. It's made for, it's the font size is for grandpa. The image size is for grandpa. I don't understand this. Okay, Fox, update, please. But I guess that is showing their target audience.
Yeah.
So this is some dash cam footage they have of the meteor falling. I actually watched the video. It looked pretty cool. There's another shot of it. Someone else driving. Just wild, dude.
It came out of nowhere, man.
And you said it went to a house?
Yeah, look at
there's
that,
a shot
dude.
of it going through, not drywall. What is that?
That's
ceiling. Stucco?
Yeah. That's like textured ceiling.
Yeah.
Standard spatula texture.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's it. Where it hit the floor. No, that's the tile on the roof.
Oh, yeah, that's the shingles.
Shingles.
Yeah.
A roof tile on the outside. Oh, and there's it hitting the floor.
The damage.
Wow.
The damage.
Do you think it was a rocket, or do you think it was legitimately like a meteor?
I mean, it's like a tiny little boulder. By the time it broke up in the atmosphere and stuff, you know?
Fireball is a very bright meteor. Okay, thank you.
I hope they got to keep it. Like, this fell through my freaking roof, man. I'm keeping this.
Do you remember the lady that was like the first person to ever be documented being hit by a meteor?
Yeah.
I think about her a lot sometimes. She like survived and she had this huge bruise. I think a university got the rock or something.
They kept it for science, and then they kept her for science.
I've been to some of NASA's space centers around North America, and what's really cool is how many different moon rocks there are out there. And when I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna touch them all. And I've touched about 6 of the 13 different moon rocks that are on Earth.
Right.
And I was really
They're on
stoked
display.
about that as a kid. Yeah, they're on display, and you like reach in, you stroke it a little bit with your hand. But like everybody else has touched it too, so it's really made the rock smooth. But
So you're just touching other skin cells and oils.
touch a rock from space. I didn't think about it like that. Salty.
Do they wash it? Do they come out and dust it off? Like, probably not.
Shut up, dude. That hurt my feelings.
That hurt my feelings.
Well, there it is. Look at that. Boom. Okay, so this definitely was a celestial body. Oh, here we go. NOAA satellites. There have been many reports of a fireball streaking across the southeastern U.S. this afternoon. Geostationary lightning mapper GLM and NOAA's GOES satellites can occasionally detect these bright meteors, aka bolides, when they pass through the atmosphere. See the quick flash?
Yeah, it's like a blip.
Yeah, that's wild. It's just like blipping in and out of existence. Blip. Been talking about doing space-centered episodes for ages, dude. When are we going to finally talk about aliens and conspiracy theories?
Yes, dude. Yes, I'm so down. I cannot wait to get into the reptilian overlords.
If anybody made it this far, tell us if you want us to go through some conspiracy, like our favorite conspiracy theories and also aliens. I want to talk about more about aliens.
Yeah.
Because we were originally, when we first started recording stuff for this, we might release the episodes in the future, but when we first started recording was back when Dior bags were flying around. If anybody's on TikTok and in conspiracy circles, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That was when the quote-unquote drones were flying around, and the U.S. government didn't know what they were, but they're probably not a threat, and they're not going to investigate them.
Suspicious. Something's going on.
Very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started throwing up some drones in the sky, being like, no, look, all of those weird lights, they were definitely just this the whole time. It was just this.
Those were ours. Yeah.
It was just that. Don't worry about it.
It was a weather balloon, I promise.
It's a weather balloon. Don't worry. It's all fine. We don't know where they are or what they're doing or whose they are, but it's all good. Like, don't even look at it. I love that.
Same. I'm so down.
I can't wait to talk about more stuff like this. There's always stuff happening, always stuff popping off. I've been following a few accounts that are like, I've made contact with the mothership.
Yeah, I was abducted. I saw the light.
We're going to have some good combos. Dude, thank you so much for sitting down with me again. I know it's extremely late for both of us, but I wanted to make sure we at least got in one recording before I was gone for a couple weeks out into the woods.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm excited to do more. This has been a blast. Every episode. What are we on now? Like 5? What is this?
This is episode 5.
Holy
yeah,
crap,
technically,
dude.
of the released ones. We have some like backlog unreleased ones, but
that's true.
This is episode 5 of the released ones.
I like it. I'm down for more. What do we think, y'all?
I think yes, if I have to cast a vote.
Yeah, I cast my vote. Yes.
Any final thoughts?
Nope. That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
You put me on the spot. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
How do we end these?